Why? Because it's Sunday and we want to get this one over with and relax. Plus, something new, something experimental. Anyway, we're going with breaking our rules and doing store-bought today. So this one's really easy because I'm telling you, this stuff all together probably costs like $4. So you're going to make a cake for $4. It's August 21st, first, National Spumoni Day. Now I know Spumoni is normally ice cream. If I was going to do a traditional ice cream Spumoni, I'd have to start like 3 days out because I only have one ice cream machine and one cylinder, and you got to keep refreezing that to remake ice cream and to make the pistachio flavor and the cherry flavor and the chocolate or vanilla flavor. I need a couple days to get that done. So I said, can't do ice cream. Plus we've been doing ice cream like crazy. So I said, you know, what else can I do? So I research. I found a Spumoni cake. Yeah, you use this stuff. It's pistachio, cherry, and then chocolate frosting. Okay, sounds like a plan. Actually, the recipe was for cupcakes, but, you know, I'm not a soccer mom. I'm not sitting here making cupcakes all afternoon. We just want to bang this one out, so we're going to make a cake out of it today. We are going to make our own chocolate frosting, so we're not using store-bought frosting, so we're kind of doing some stuff from scratch, and then the rest we'll do over here. Alrighty, let's get started today and get this one in the oven. Be back. Okay, so you start off with a box of white cake. Okay, one box of store-bought white cake. Now, if you have a recipe for your own homemade white cake mix, or, you know, yellow cake mix, I'm sure it would be just as fine. You know, using flour and sugar and salt and baking powder and all that stuff. If you have your own from scratch, no reason why you can't use that. Okay, so we're going to just make this just like the box says. Okay, so it's the water, the vegetable oil, vegetable oil, 3 eggs. Okay, just like normal. You don't need me to show you how to do a box mix, do you? Be right back. Okay, once you get your batter all mixed here, what you want to do is divide it, which I hate doing because it's so hard to see exactly how much is how much. I mean, if you were, excuse me, if you were just pouring it into pans, that'd be one thing, you know, because you pour a little bit, but we have to add our 2 flavors to this thing. So I'm going to try to, as best I can, judge on what's half. So, maybe that's about half. We'll see. Keep our fingers crossed, okay? So now, you have your 2 batter halves in the, you can do it either way you want, whether you want to do that pistachio or this pistachio and cherry, vice versa. I'm going to do my cherry in here because what I did was you have to add a 1/4 cup of juice from a jar of maraschino cherries to that. And I also took a bunch of the cherries and chopped them up because I want some fruit in this cake as well, because I believe Spumoni has this chunks of fruit and nuts throughout it. Well, we have our nuts in our pistachio, so let's add some cherries in there, okay? So I'm just going to mix this up. And in this bowl, while that's mixing, take a small box of pistachio pudding mix. I told you it's all store-bought today. So this one's a fast, easy one. Let's just hope it tastes good. That's all we really care about, right? And it's cheap, so can't beat that. You're going to take almost all of the packet. It says 3/4 of a packet, but I mean, again, how do you figure out 3/4? Just dump the whole thing in here. Another 1/4 of pudding mix, I'm sure, is not going to kill this thing. Okay, we're just going to mix this together. Seems a little stiff, almost like a cheesecake batter. But anyway, okay. So that's all mixed together. That's all mixed together. Let's get these in the pans. Okay, so everything's mixed. I'm going to put it into my 2 9-inch round bake pans. Now I'm using the darker pans, so always remember, if you can, to try to turn the temperature down from whatever they tell you, because they'll bake faster in these darker pans for some reason with the higher temperature. So you want to make sure you turn it down, otherwise they'll burn before the cake's even cooked. The outside burns before it's really annoying. I gotta get some regular, better pans. So we're gonna put those into our 3 to 325 oven for about a half hour. Okay, see you when they come out. Okay, so here's our cakes out of the oven. This one, the cherry part, came out pretty good. I don't know what the heck happened to my pistachio one. I mean, it just looks like a deflated souffle. I mean, it's just really weird. I don't know. Maybe the pudding mix had something to do with that. I couldn't even tell you. But the good part is, we're going to make some nice chocolate frosting to put over this whole thing. And frosting can hide a multitude of mistakes. Alrighty? So, let me show you how to do that real quick. Let me get all my stuff together. Okay, so let's get started on our frosting. First thing I'm going to do is melt a cup, or quarter cup, sorry, of butter. Quarter cup of melted butter into our mixing bowl with 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Okay, so we're going to whisk that together first. Okay, and then to that cocoa butter mixture, a tablespoon of vanilla and a quarter cup of whole milk. And then lastly, you're going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar. Okay, slowly add your powdered sugar. And that's it. That's our chocolate frosting. Just make sure you incorporate, scrape down your sides and make sure everything's incorporated. Okay, I'm going to plate this up and start frosting it, and we'll be back for a finished product and a taste. All right. So there is our finished Spumoni cake. Now I put it in the fridge for a little bit just to harden up that frosting a little bit. Okay, let's give this one a taste. See what we got here. Now the cakes were a little messy, as you remember, as you just saw, but we'll see if we got... Be better if it was more of a even pistachio and cherry cake. Our pistachio one came out kind of thin, but I think it's because of that pudding mix, because it even looks kind of clay-like, should I say. This looks more like cake. This looks kind of like pudding-like. I don't know. Anyway, let's just taste it and see what we got for today for our Spumoni cake. We'll perfect the look of it and the presentation, but taste is really what's important. You know what? That ain't half bad. That kind of all works together. The pistachio, the cherry, the chocolate. I put a little layer of chocolate in between the 2 layers just to kind of act as a glue to hold it all together. Not bad for all store-bought cake mix and pudding mix, and although we did make our own frosting, and our frosting is really, really good. Alrighty, have some real Spumoni, which is the ice cream version, or try this Spumoni cake. Like I said, it's like under $5. You can make this whole cake and enjoy it for a couple days, or give it at a party or something. I don't know. Just work on your presentation better than mine. Alrighty? Cheers, everybody. See you tomorrow.